Hello and welcome to Samuel Ryder Academy's first virtual reception transition presentation. I hope you find this presentation useful and informative and answers some of the questions I'm sure you've got about your child starting in September. Very shortly you'll be hearing from Miss Shirazi, the head of primary, followed by Miss Wood, the deputy head of primary. You'll also see on the slide a person really important to your child next year will be our early years leader, Miss Pereira.
Hello, my name is Ladan Shirazi, and as Mr. Gautier said, I am the head of primary. I want to welcome you to Samuel Ryder Academy and say how excited we are to see all of the children in September. I also want to now introduce you to the Early Years Foundation team. Miss Pereira, who is the Early Years Foundation lead, also will be the Blue class teacher. Mrs. Wood, actually now, who is going to be one of the Red class teachers, is the deputy head of primary, and Mrs. Hayes will be the second teacher in the Red class. Mrs. Hayes is also our Key Stage 1 coordinator. There are 3 learning support assistants supporting within the Early Years Foundation team. We've got Mrs. Williams, we've got Mrs. Cooper and Mrs. Kotrakova. The aim of this presentation is provide you with an overview of the Early Years Foundation and what your child will be learning throughout the year. We're also going to show you how we can all work effectively together to ensure that the children are receiving the best support and education both at school and at home, and also to help you to understand some of the expectations that we have of the children and some useful tips, including the lunch times, the format of the day, and some of the clubs that the children can access. I now am going to introduce you to Mrs. Wood. She's the deputy head of the primary, and also she's one of the teachers in the Early Years Foundation.
Thank you, Ms. Shirazi. So what is the Early Years Foundation Stage curriculum? The actual curriculum itself is split into the 7 areas of learning. The prime areas of learning are about relationships, experiences, and are absolutely fundamental throughout the EYFS. And these are communication and language, personal, social and emotional development, and also physical development. We also have the 4 specific areas of learning in the curriculum, and these are literacy, maths, understanding the world, and expressive arts and design. Throughout the year, we also assess the characteristics of effective learning, and these are the characteristics that describe how the children actually learn within the EYFS setting. So the first one is active learning, how children are involved and how they concentrate, how they play and explore in the environment, and whether they can create and think critically as well. So within the first 6 weeks of school, we will be assessing the children very informally just to see where they are, and obviously this gives us the foundation to build on and where they need to go next. Like I say, it's very informal. The children do not know they are being assessed. It just helps us know where the children are, and we can then work with you to help them progress. Okay, so how do we learn in the EYFS? So we have adult activities where the children work with a teacher on differentiated activities where they're working at their own level. And we also have child-initiated learning where children are encouraged to explore and play through the whole environment and mix with each other. We have group work, partner work. We also have wow days throughout primary, which are absolutely fantastic and we all enjoy. School trips. We also do school productions, school assemblies, and we also encourage parents into school as well to share their experiences. So a typical day in the EYFS is the children would start school, they would do a Busy Fingers activity, we would take the register and help them all settle down. Then we would do a little bit of English and maths in the morning, phonics and topic in the afternoon. And throughout the week, they also have a PE session, which is led by a specialist PE teacher as well. So just a little bit about why the transition is so important for children. It's so important that children feel settled and confident in the environment, and that is what we really aim for within the 6 weeks of school. Each child is different. They're coming from very different backgrounds. Some have been to nurseries, some haven't. So it's so important that we get to know the children and make them feel comfortable with us as well. Our transition processes are based on the best interests and the needs of the children, and also we ensure that we also work with parents, and we will be working with you as well to ensure that children settle properly throughout the transition process. Okay, so how can I support my child at home? So we are aware that at the minute things are a little bit different. So obviously to help your child, you can at least talk to them at home, get them using different vocabulary, read lots of different books and talk about what happens in the beginning, the middle and end, who are their favourite characters. Enjoy physical activities together with the scooters and the bikes. Have fun with maths as well. Try and play lots of board games. Just a little bit of advice, if you are playing board games, please ensure that you let your children lose, because it is very hard as a class teacher when you have 30 children that all arrive at school thinking that they win every single game. Also, please help them to be good readers and writers as well. So again, like I mentioned earlier, read lots of stories, but also encourage them to write. Go outside with the chalk and the rainbow colours. Let them write with felt tips. Just anything to encourage them to start mark making before school. You can also encourage them to do things by themselves, zip up their coats, maybe start to tie shoelaces, holding and using their knife and forks. Just so again, it just helps them be a little bit more independent when they do start school. And also encourage the children, if possible and when possible, to play with others as well, so they are interacting with others, not just people in the family. So what will my child need? So please ensure that you adhere to the school uniform policy. They will also need a waterproof and warm coat when they arrive in September, a blue book bag, a water bottle, a PE kit in a drawstring bag, and also spare clothes in a bag as well. And the most important thing is that every single thing you send to school is labelled, because you can guarantee, even with the water bottles, another child will have the same one. So please ensure everything is labelled. So school dinners. So during the first 2 weeks of school, the children will be having packed lunches. So please ensure that you do follow the school's allergy guidance. With regards to clubs at the minute, due to the situation, we are uncertain about what is going to happen with regards to clubs when we return in September, but we will communicate with you as soon as we find out. With regards to communication with the school prior to September, if you have any queries, please do not hesitate to email Ms Pereira, and she will get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, Mrs. Wood. Your teachers will now be reading you a short story, and I will wish you all a very good summer break. I see you all in September.
Hello, Red Class. I'm Miss Wood, and I'm really looking forward to being one of your teachers next year. Today, I'm going to read a story, and it's called We're Going on a Bear Hunt by Michael Rosen. If you know the story, please join in. We're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day, we're not scared. Uh-oh, grass, long wavy grass. We can't go over it, we can't go under it, we'll have to go through it. Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. We're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day, we're not scared. Uh-oh, a river, a deep, cold river. We can't go over it, we can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Splish, splosh, splish, splosh, splish, splosh, splish, splosh. We're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day, we're not scared. Uh-oh, mud. Thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it, we can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Squelch, 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 squelch. We're going on a bear hunt, we're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day, we're not scared. Uh-oh, a forest, a deep, dark forest. We can't go over it, we can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a snowstorm, a swirling, whirling snowstorm. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Woo! We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Uh-oh, a cave, a narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it. Tip, toe, tip, toe. One shiny wet nose. Two big furry ears. Two big goggly eyes. Oh no, it's a bear! Quick, back through the cave! Tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Back through the swirling, whirling snowstorm. Woo! Back through the forest. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. Back through the squelchy mud. Squelch, 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 squelch. Back through the river. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. Back through the long wavy grass. Swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy, swishy, swashy. Go to the front door, shut the front door, run up the stairs, get into the bedrooms. We're never going on a bear hunt again. I really do love that story, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you in September.
Hello everyone, welcome to Samuel Ryder. My name's Miss Pereira and I'm going to be the Blue class teacher. I'm looking forward to meeting you all very soon. Today I'm going to read you the story Dinosaurs in My School. There aren't any dinosaurs in my street. I know I'm not a fool. You don't see a T-Rex in the park or iguanodons at the pool. So tell me please, oh why? Are there dinosaurs in my school? There's an ankylosaur in the art room. He's spraying paint around, while the hadrosaurs play silly games with all the glitter they've found. I try to make a picture, but the moment that it's done, Apatosaurus eats it, and my crayon's just for fun. There are dinosaurs in my school, I say, but the teachers just don't see. When they find that dreadful mess, they're sure to think it's me. I'll go and play some music. No! Stegosaurus got there first. He broke the drums and tambourines, and his singing is the worst. Who has squashed the bookshelf? Our teacher asks us all. Someone's bitten the board in two. There are claw marks on the wall. There are dinosaurs in my school, I yell. We must have to get them out. But Miss Brown says, sit still and shh. It's not polite to shout. There's no escape when it's time to eat. A pterosaurus pinched my food, and when I say, hey, put that back, he makes a noise that's rude. After lunch we go outside to run and jump and play. But with all these naughty dinosaurs, there'll be no games today. Triceratops pops footballs. Velociraptor wins the race. Spinosaurus steals the goalpost, but the teacher won't give chase. Oh, goodness me, look! Dinosaurs! That boy was right, they yelp. And when they run away, I say, will somebody please help? Our school is full of every kind of prehistoric creature, but I know who will put things right, and that's our brave head teacher. So, knocking gently on her door, I ask her what to do. But when she comes to answer me, she's a dinosaur too. I hope you enjoyed the story. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay safe and take care. Bye.
Hi Red Class, I'm Mrs Hayes and I'm going to be one of your teachers. This is one of my favourite books I used to read to my son. It's called Hugless Douglas Goes to Little School. The sun was shining on another big day for Douglas. He had joined the walking bus on his first day at little school. I wonder what we're going to do, said Douglas. I can't wait. Good morning, everyone, thrilled their new teacher. My name is Miss Moohoo. Can you hang your bags on the pegs, please, and sit down nicely? Not everyone could reach, so Douglas lent a hand. Oh, thank you, Douglas, said Miss Moohoo. You are helpful. Douglas felt a tickle in his tummy, and it made him feel so happy. Now tell me, said Miss Moohoo, what do you like doing best? Every answer was different. Eating, sploshing, drawing, thinking, singing. Douglas still felt the nice tickle in his tummy and thought it would be helpful to show Miss Moohoo exactly what he liked doing best. Oh my, gasped Miss Moohoo, what a big hug. Douglas has a lovely idea, she said. Let's all give each other a gentle hello hug. So they did. Douglas was having so much hugging fun, he called them helpful hugs, and everyone got one. He even showed the class what to do in a hug emergency with as many cushions as he could, which was a surprise to some. Eventually, Miss Moohoo settled them down by the tree. Let's make a colourful picture, she said. Look at the bottom prints, said Douglas. They all splished and they splashed their way to lunchtime. Don't forget to wash before you eat, called Miss Moohoo. You've got red feet, said Douglas. Your tummy's green, said Splosh. So they grabbed their water bottles and squirted. And everything got a bit soggy. When at last they were clean and dry, Douglas and Splosh ate their lunch together. Now the best of friends. After lunch, Miss Moohoo got out the climbing blocks. Come on, Douglas, let's build a tower, said Splosh. Everyone soon joined in and the tower grew and grew. And the more it grew, the more it wibbled and wobbled in all the wrong places until... Down came the lot. Whee! Douglas leapt into the air and caught everyone. Well done, Douglas, said Miss Moohoo. That was brilliant, said Splosh, flapping his wings. It's home time now, said Miss Moohoo. Collect your things, please, and get ready for the walking bus. As they set off, Douglas felt his happy tummy feeling, and when Splosh asked him why he was smiling, it turned out that his new friend had the same feeling too. Little school is so much fun, they laughed. I hope you enjoyed listening to that book, and I look forward to seeing you all in September. Bye!